When you went out?
Whenever I called out Bashir.
No, you spoke his name aloud. It echoed in the room, but nothing came of it. We can roll perception, because as you mentioned, there was something that was here at some point.
That's 12.
So perception?
That was a 1. He's engrossed in his book right now.
Oh.
No, unfortunately, nothing came about when you spoke the word Bashir out loud.
19.
I got a 4.
Okay, you did hear a sound there, Mundy. This sound is new to you, but is not to Skull. However, Skull did not hear it. It's a whooshing sound below you.
Well, like...
Below, the floor below. If Skull
But does it sound like it's in the floor or like it's down the stairs?
You would think it's somewhere on the second floor. It just... You heard it briefly. It's somewhere below you guys.
I'm going to get down onto the ground and kind of put my ear closer to it and try and better determine where it's coming from. So.
3 of you
What are you
see
doing?
and get on the floor. So everyone wants to do the dinosaur.
I start...
Shame on you.
Upon seeing him do that, I'm going to start inspecting. Like, is there any, like, trap doors anywhere in here? Like, to the floor? Like a sub, not really basement. Like, floor in between.
On the 3rd floor?
Floor in between.
It's a magical tower.
You can start, I guess, perception would be...
Yeah, we never even checked to see if there was anything, did we? I think I wanted to actually last time, but I never got to it.
I mean, we checked most of the rooms, and there wasn't any stairs downstairs, I don't think. So.
It could be like my house
You
that has a room
are
that
having no
has to go down
success
to a
in finding
basement.
any sort of hidden corridor, stone that pushes in to revealing it. Nothing's coming up. You're tapping all around the place and can't find anything.
Okay.
Now, there were a few rooms you guys hadn't gone into, and if I recall, you have collected a few items before. You picked up a pen, a sheet of paper, and 2 candles so far.
Yes.
Along with the peridot that he has and the necklace Skull has. The watch Skull has. I mean, but unless you want to look in the rooms you haven't gone to yet, you're so far coming up empty-handed at the moment.
That's about the only time. But I'm going to still get my ear low to the ground.
You got your ear to the ground, make another perception.
Nope. I rolled a 1.
Whatever sound you heard, it's gone. You don't know where it went.
The only real option is to kind of check the rooms that we haven't been in.
Really, there's only 2 rooms left, I believe.
Yeah, and they're on the
On
second,
the second
floor.
floor.
Alright, I'll head down to the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
Alright. The 2 rooms that are still closed are...
Yu Yu
Okay.
Hakusho's coming back October 26th.
Yep. It's going to be an OVA, and they got all the original voice cast to come back to do. That are alive.
They're releasing the entire series on Blu-ray over like 4 months. They're
Skull,
doing
have you
a
done
season
any,
a month, and
have you
they're
done
adding
anything
an
with the
OVA
watch
on
since
it.
you stopped inspecting it?
I hung it. Like,
All
I
you
clipped
have
what
to
had
do
been
is
clipped to my
get the original ocean
thingy.
dub
and,
version.
like,
And,
put it in
did
my
you just
pocket.
leave it
where it's
hanging
the
open as it was?
English voice cast.
No, I would have closed it and put it in my
Show.
pocket.
Kuwabara sounds really refined and everything.
No, fuck that.
You're all heading to the
Yeah,
second.
no.
You're
I
all
like
heading down
Murphy's
towards the
shit,
second
cool
floor. Skull took the necklace, latched it to his side, and decided to close it up. And now you can begin inspecting the remaining 2 rooms on the second floor if you want.
Whatever room you inspect, I'll inspect the opposite. So.
Okay. I'll inspect one of them.
Yeah, I'll inspect the opposite.
Yeah.
Finrose will go with you first, since you spoke up first.
Okay. I open the door and I peek in. 12.
Alright. The door creaks open again. If there were books in this place, this looks like it would have been a great place for many numerous of them. There are shelves everywhere, but not a book in sight. It kind of looks like it would have been set up to be some sort of library. Like the walls are all lined up with bookshelves. There's the viewing window to the outside, but no books in sight. And you rolled a 14 perception?
12.
12? Yeah, you didn't see anything else.
That's comforting. Wait, what did you roll? Oh no, never mind. You didn't notice that.
Your turn to open a door. Monday.
Open that door good.
I actually have to roll the die.
Hey, perception. See what you see.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. 13.
Now, this room actually breaks the symmetry a little as it is not set up to be a library. It's near the window. There's actually like a little box that could have plants could have been placed there to get the sunlight. Assuming this place ever had sunlight. And along there is a bookshelf in here. There are empty jars and. They had labels, but the text is long since faded. It's kind of a storage room kind of setup thing going on. But one thing that stands out is on the table there's just a little empty ink vial.
Empty ink file?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's on the table?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll go check out the ink file.
You pick it up and it just looks like glass.
Now, when you say empty, like it's never had anything in it, or it's dried out, or it was freshly emptied, or
Is there residue of the liquid that used to be
Yeah.
in there, essentially?
and is it old residue, or is it still
Much like
a
how on the
liquid
first floor there was a candlestick that there was a candle stand that once had some leftover wax from its last use. There is a bit of dried up black ink at the base of this thing.
So it's been there for at least a decent bit. Okay. Kind of fully look it over, like look on the bottom and stuff too, just in case if there's anything.
You don't see anything about it. It's black from the dried up ink.
I'll keep a hold of it just in case.
Were there any noticeable changes when the watch was changed? On the time on the watch?
No, nothing's changed within the tower. It's still gray, still stagnant air, no wind blowing, still cloudy with the heavy fog outside.
We gotta be missing something here. This seems to be the place that we're supposed to be at. But
Can I go back up to the third floor?
Yeah, you can do that.
I want to go back up there and look for a way to go up.
You can make a perception. There's nothing immediately noticeable.
That's natural one. Natural one.
Yeah, you're not seeing anything.
Can't make it out with my elven eyes. Oh, half elven eyes.
No, unfortunately not.
Well, dang. I guess I just stand there and twiddle my thumbs for a
I'm
while.
gonna grab my door and walk out of this tower.
Alright, Skull is making a leave for the outside. If anyone wants to follow or keep poking around.
Go check that planter real quick just in case.
Check the what?
That planter that was on the
Oh, okay.
window
Yeah.
seal.
Yeah, much like the ink there, it seems to be like dirt on the bottom of this one where it used to have something growing there. There used to be soil, but not anymore.
Like the soil's been completely emptied out, so
Yeah, there's just a little dirt left there now.
okay, just a little bit of it. Okay.
in the room that I'm in, is there just like dust on the bookshelves and stuff?
Yeah, this whole place has been lightly covered in dust. And with the exception of any time you picked up some item, there was no dust on that spot. So like when he pulled the paper out of the drawer, there was just a spot where
Alright.
paper once was.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make my voice super fucking loud for a minute.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna yell out, Bushir, we've been sent here by magic forces. We need to talk to you.
And turn around and fuck.
I'm yelling as loud as I fucking can at this,
So
too.
you can get at least 3 times louder.
Yeah, it makes me 3 times louder, and I'm yelling at the top of my lungs.
Spawns. There's nothing immediately noticeable when you make out your declaration. Have you gotten outside yet?
Have I?
So you started leaving.
Where is this bastard?
You're on the first floor now. You're on your way out.
What's he supposed to be at this tower?
He's supposed to be at a tower? I mean, with the way my dad's diary and stuff and the things that we found, I thought this might be it, but fuck, I don't know.
I guess for now I'll go downstairs to the first floor.
Alright.
I'll
The
search the
tourist
room.
makes his way towards the first floor.
I will search the rooms that we have not searched yet in the first floor.
You've gone through everything.
Have we?
Yeah.
But there's like 1 or 2 rooms we have.
We went into the last couple rooms but didn't get a super thorough search because that's when the hands started coming in.
I mean, you've collected a few odd items while in the tower. You've collected 2 magical things, even if the party's not aware of all of them. Because you're the only one that's aware that the paradise is magical.
Yeah.
The 2 of you know that the watch is magical.
I was posh.
Yeah, we know it's a watch.
Yeah, there's something.
Smells like gooseberry.
Alright, I'll go outside of the tower and survey the outside of the tower to see if there might be like a storm cellar or something.
Okay, Skull and Retoris are outside. You 2 can make perception checks.
Let's say 7.
What am I at?
16.
16.
You okay, Drew?
Yup.
Retoris, you failed to see this, but Skull,
Skull Slam.
the fog is still thick, but within your line of sight, in a circular motion around the tower, where you can see, you are starting to see shadowy figures approach.
I whap him. And then point to the direction of the shadowy figures.
So yes, you're outside the tower looking forward. You look to your left, and you sweep across to the right, and all along, just outside of just at the edge of your sight, there are shadowy figures all around.
Like a perfect circle, or are they?
You presume they are in a
They are
perfect
the
circle,
band, a perfect
potentially around the entire tower.
It's for the greater good.
Turn around, go back inside.
I stay out. I watch them.
Like a real.
With my door.
I go inside, hide underneath the bed.
So you went into one of the bedrooms?
Yep.
The 2 of you saw this. What about you 2? What are you 2 doing?
There's nothing in this room that I can spot that's.
I guess I'm gonna walk downstairs and try to find wherever Retoris and Skull went, 'cause obviously my screaming did nothing.
Did it?
Fuck, I don't know. Not that I'm aware of currently.
Okay, you make it down to the first floor. Go ahead and make your perception.
Jesus. Come on. 13.
You don't really know where Retoris went, but you can see his Skull is currently outside, and beyond Skull in the distance, it's getting a little darker.
I'll walk towards Skull, I guess. I'll speak out to him, be like, hey, what's going on?
Skull just points in the direction of the figures.
Can I see the actual figures at this point?
Yeah, at first, they're all like different variation heights of humanoid figures.
Are they handless?
What?
Are they handless?
Interesting. I fucking hope not.
You're not sure. They're quite far away.
Okay.
We came back for our hands. About that.
You went and got your rope back, right?
Yes. I have my rope and...
Since we're just
arrows that
lollygagging
was
out front while they're doing stuff inside, I would like to pull this other door half off. I want it.
The other door was sitting outside. It was taken off by.
off.
Oh, you actually got it all.
Yeah,
Oh, I
he's got it
didn't know
all.
you
You got it off
actually
He's
just
had it the whole time.
No, I haven't. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
Just
you
gonna
guys kinda
do
left
little
it
doors.
You just left it outside?
Yeah, just like.
I collect that door.
Alright, holding both is pretty heavy for you.
Nah.
It's pretty heavy for you.
Nah.
You can do it, but it's going to encumber you.
It's fine. They're both mine now. Like, I don't pull it like they're like stacked up nicely.
Since
Moving
I
around with that's going to be
It's
hard.
fine.
since I see these figures,
And there's a lot of them. In fact, if you didn't know better, it's like taking up the horizon with the gray mist still above it.
what do I want to do?
What do I can see from underneath the bed?
It's dusty.
Are you hiding under the bed?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I want to pull out my bow and ready an arrow, not pointing it at them, just like getting it ready.
Alright.
And I'm gonna use thaumaturgy again to enhance my voice and just yell at them and ask, "Where's Bashir?"
In a collective voice from all around, Bashir, they all repeat back.
Fuck.
Do I hear the Bashir?
Oh yeah, that's very audible. Everyone hears a mess saying the word Bashir.
How do you react to that?
I'll put my head out and say, "Are you shouting again?"
And when you poke your head out the window, you see just darkness, figures coming ever closer to the tower.
Alright, so are there... Is there anything I could use to board up these windows then?
Which room were you in?
Second floor, right?
Yeah.
There was like there's 3 different room types. There was the lab, there was the library, and
I
there
was in the
storage.
one that had the... was
Still in the
the
storage
one.
one?
Yeah.
Well, you could move the one bookshelf in there over the window.
Yeah. I don't know, I'll get out my crossbow. Maybe I can actually finally hit something else with it. It's at a further range now and stuff. There's a better chance that it'll arc down.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot. So I mean,
I'll,
gotta hit something.
I'm gonna turn to Skull and be like, "Skull, we should go back in the tower. If they come through the door one by one, we can take them."
He just shrugs and follows him.
Okay.
Holding 2 doors that probably weigh over 400 pounds.
Skull, you're being pretty calm.
He's accepted his fate.
You're flinching
pretty
nature
much. He's
at this
literally
point.
just kind of accepted fate now.
Well, we're dead now.
Okay, the 2 of you head inside. I would ask if you closed the door, but there's no door.
Nonsense.
As we step inside, I want to yell upstairs, "Hey, giant friend, you should come down here."
Not giant.
Oh, you're giant. Listen, you are giant compared to me. You are almost twice my size.
Literally.
You are fucking huge compared to me. Like,
If you go by body weight, he's actually more than twice your size.
I'm 3 of you. Okay, I'll come down.
as he comes out, I'm just like, "I don't know if you looked outside."
I did. I was going to shoot one.
Well, I think we should hold up down here. If there's only a couple places they can come in through, we can cover our bases and fight them one at a time, instead of trying to fight all of them.
We should...
At this point, you notice the mist is starting to get thicker.
No.
Can we still
this
see
movie
them?
before?
They're getting
They're
a
after the
little
gold.
harder to see as the color of the mist slowly gets darker.
Do I notice the ambient lighting in my hiding place getting darker?
These
Where
fishermen
is the
ghosts
lighting
are after
coming
their
from?
gold.
Isn't there a window in this room?
Yeah.
I yell.
It is starting to get a little darker.
I want to yell out, "Where the fuck is Retorts?"
Where is Taurus?
You know, get up and say, well, I guess I'm going to die. Might as well do it heroically.
Oh, wow. We have faith that we're going to get through this person I just met and still don't know the name of.
You just saw crawling out from under a bed.
I'm going to go back upstairs and I'm going to get that bookshelf and bring it down so we can at least have some of them.
There's bookshelves on the first floor.
Oh,
and study.
never mind. Screw the bookshelves upstairs then.
And when you go into the study, you, for the first time, see that there are these candle stands next to the desk.
Now, is anybody opposed to me using this as like a
Wait.
barricade or something? Or what?
Okay, just for argument's sake, I'm gonna say I was being nosy and see what he's doing, and then I see the 2 candle stands. I'm going to put the candles in the candle stand and put the paper on the desk. What should I write? Should I write the name of the wizard?
Do you want an ink fail?
I have an ink pen, ink quill, whatever.
You have the quill, but no ink.
That's the
Where are you going to
ink
get the
fail.
ink from?
Oh, Skull, please come here.
I crowd up.
I need some ink. Hey, dab it in there and write out Bashir or Bashir.
Well, you've successfully put an unlit candle on the stand, you put the paper on the desk, and you wrote the word Bashir.
I light the 2 candles.
When you light the 2 candles, in their respective rooms, the desk begins to glow. They have unusual, weird markings on them. But as you place the paper over them, you could choose to trace these markings.
I'll trace the markings.
Alright, you are in a
master.
time-sensitive situation. I need you to make a dexterity acrobatics section. You're trying to do it as quickly as possible.
Yeah. That ain't good. That's
Not bad.
a 9.
Alright,
Oh, it's kind of bad.
you start writing it down. You're feeling a little hastened. The area beyond the tower is starting to get darker, and you get the first one. Now you need to go to the second room.
I sprint to the next room.
And once again, the desk is glowing. The symbols on the desk are in a different
Guess it's
arrangement.
miles, huh?
But you lay the sheet down, and when you do, perception.
That is 13.
With your drawing, as crude as it is, laying on top of this other desk, they form a map.
I trace.
Alright, make your dexterity acrobatics.
That is a 11.
Okay, it's
A
pretty
little better
much
than the other one.
A little better than the one, but you are getting a map drawn out. But at this time, you're actually for the first time feeling the wind blow into the tower. The fog outside is getting much darker.
I sprint to the next room.
So we just see him sprinting from room to room, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we sprint from the 2 rooms. So which room are you going to?
I go to the one that's because there's like one that's like really right next to the steps and one that's like. On the
Yeah, there were the 2 bedrooms on this floor.
Okay, there are just 2 desks on this floor.
I
You
smell
went to
the
the
glowing
studies already.
desks.
And the studies were the areas that have the candlesticks. The other 2 rooms on this floor are 2 bedrooms.
Look inside the bedroom. Do I see anything?
There is nothing glowing inside the first bedroom.
I sprint up the stairs.
Okay, which room are you going to first?
The closest one on my left.
Left side, that would be the storage room.
Anything?
No, you're not seeing anything.
I run to the next one.
What did the desks smell like?
Oh, like wood.
Yeah, they're wooden desks,
Mahogany.
but they are emitting magic, so you can make your perception check.
21.
I'm gonna stop using transportation spells.
Is it more gooseberries?
You're getting more and more accustomed to it.
More and more gooseberries.
I mean, yeah, you've sensed this strength of magic before. It's fairly weak, but something activated this magic, and now because of that, the desk has transformed in a way to emit the light. There's a combination thing here going on, but you're sensing the transformation effects.
Cool. I like
But
it.
the world outside the tower is getting ever darker. It's getting so dark that at least for Skull, the only lighting is the candle in the room, and you're finding it hard to look around. All of you are, in fact.
Even with my dark vision.
Even with your dark vision, it's just getting
Magical
very dark.
darkness.
And all anyone's seeing, unless they're in one of the studies with the candle, is darkness.
I want to back up until there's a wall against my back.
I'd say I just ran to the next room. Do I see anything glowing in there?
No, unfortunately not.
I'd go to the... Well, I'll just go to the next room. Look inside.
Last room on the second floor, you don't find anything. Mundy, were you doing anything while the world was getting dark?
I'll get out my lantern. I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to really do.
Unlike the candles, the light around your lantern is very, very dim. But
Alright, well,
it is at this time you all once again feel another gust of wind come through. This time the candles go out. Your lantern becomes shrouded in darkness. You're all surrounded in a world of darkness.
So the desks aren't even glowing anymore.
Not glowing anymore. It's all dark. You are left with nothing but your thoughts at the moment.
I take out my knob.
What?
I take out my knob.
I don't know. I mean, you can feel it in your hands, but you don't see anything.
Does my piece of paper have anything visible on it?
You feel the paper, but then suddenly you all wake up.
I accept my death.
It was all just
You all wake up. The world is bright and sunny. The darkness is gone. There's still a map in your hands.
We did
You're
it.
still holding your lantern. You're still... What are you holding?
My bow and arrow. I was
You're
ready
still
to
holding the
fight.
things you're holding. You still have these
Holding
two
myself.
giant pieces of metal.
Hell yeah.
But it's a bright, sunny day. The path is clear. You can see the grass, and it's the first time in you don't know how long. There's some trees. There's some wildlife roaming about. There are no structures in sight, but you were all just woke up on the middle of the road.
Can I pull out the watch?
Yeah.
Is there still a tower on the front of it?
Yeah, the watch is still closed, but no, the outside tower is gone.
I want to open my father's diary and see if the phrase "Where have you been" is still there.
When you open the diary, that phrase is gone.
Is it replaced by anything?
Yes, it is. I'm just trying to think what it says.
Okay.
There.
Sorry, I'm skipping ahead.
Welcome back.
Daddy?
What does it mean?
I look at my hastily drawn map.
It's a crude drawing, but if you knew what any of these landmarks were, you could definitely find your way around places. But it's completely unfamiliar to you. I haven't actually figured out what all was on the map yet, but
We'll get there one of these
I'll
days.
get there one of these days. But yeah, you have this map.
Is the name I read on there still on there?
Yeah, the word Bashir was written first, so it's kind of
Drawn over now?
drawn over your map. But you could potentially get another paper at some point and retrace the map.
Is my ink gone?
Your ink? Whatever was...
I had it in my
do you have like your own ink file, or did you fill his ink file? What was
It was mine.
yours? Well, whoever was holding onto it last, whether they were still
I was holding
it,
it.
then yes, Victorious would have your ink. It was a bright sunny day. You'll feel fine. A little hungry.
So we're all dead, right?
And I feel like we are.
So I'm holding up, buddy.
Just hugs his doors.
Can we tell what time of day it is? Is it getting dark where we're at, or is it like midday?
You would say... Let's actually roll for that.
Late day, or late morning, early afternoon.
The sun is high in the sky. It's probably about noon.
Does it look like we're about where we camped last, or
I say, is there a
Can we
grave dug in the
tell?
ground?
True.
There is no grave in the ground. But, yeah, as you mentioned, it does look like the area where you last set up camp.
I pulled the grass underneath my feet to see if it reacts like it should.
Yeah, it reacts like grass. You pull it, you hear that that
ripping sound.
You can smell it. It smells like it doesn't have dew on it anymore. It's dried up by now, but it smells like grass.
I'm gonna fasten these doors in like a sling type deal on my back.
Okay. I mean, dragging would probably be easier, but you could do that.
Doesn't
I
want
want my hands free, man.
Well, I mean,
Doesn't
if you
wanna
like
tarnish those.
roped it and then dragged it on the road. But however you want to
Just
do
tie
the
it to my
skull,
back.
you do you.
I'm gonna turn to the Goliath and go, "So what's your name?"
Hi.
I'm Fenris.
It's nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on. I don't know what all that was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is real.
I don't know what's real anymore. I thought that was real.
Oh man, the nightmare is reality.
I rolled to attack reality.
I shoot magic missile at the darkness.
Oh, I'm not even say it. I don't trust this seemingly peaceful scenario.
Yeah, you only lived in this scenario your entire life.
I don't trust it. I've seen too much shit and just too much little time.
See, you gotta live life like Skull. Like, this is his reality now. Just keep moving forward.
Did you get over your fear?
This reality seems much better than the last one, so.
So,
Make a lot of sense there.
So there isn't even like a imprint on the ground where the tower might have been at one point.
No.
Stones.
There's just the path you were on, the grasslands around you, the tree that you camped nearby. It just
what
like
the
you never left.
fuck was that?
I roll Arcana.
I don't know. You roll.
I'm
Why don't you try to do that?
Jake,
You just
roll for
roll.
Arcana. I don't think you hear anything.
See if you understand what your own story is.
No, he knows.
I know, folks.
Roll to 9.
Yeah, no. Not even close. I mean, seems real.
Can I borrow a brush and some ink?
Point to him.
I'll hand you the whole vial of ink that she handed me earlier. Make sure and give it back to him.
I want to open up my dad's diary, and on that first page underneath where it says "Welcome back," I just want to write, "What was that?"
So as he goes to write in a paintbrush, I quickly take it away from him and replace it with a quill.
That's fucking fine.
Savage.
Alright.
Look,
This dexterous
Whatever.
action of removing the pen and giving you a quill, the brush and giving you a quill happens. And what were you writing?
what was that?
There's still the previous message. There has been no change.
I look at my knob.
It looks as it was before. There's still the initial symbol within the glass and your newfound knowledge of the scratchings on the other side of it.
I want to try writing, where were we?
The page is filled with another sentence, and it's been no change yet.
I'm gonna eat. You said we were hungry, so I'm gonna eat a ration.
I'm gonna hand the quill and ink back to Skull.
I neatly put it away in my set.
Skull, I need you to smell deeply.
What is Skull smelling for?
It's all
Smell
magic.
Skull, yes, roll perception. What?
Oh wow, your nose breaks, man. Shoot.
Did you roll a 1?
Choked.
There's somehow dirt in your nose.
So you know that progress
Takes
you're
in
making.
such a deep breath that her nose basically
Don't you do this to me.
floats on into itself.
No, it's
Ooh, he's so handsome.
you take in a deep breath, you get some dust up in your nose, and you sneeze out.
Dust.
It's an
Dust
adorable
doing out in
high-pitched
nature?
sneeze.
Don't
It's like a mouse.
Yeah.
Goodness.
So, whenever you guys are ready to travel,
No.
I don't trust him. He did something. We just gotta figure out what.
Skull's just happy-go-lucky. Let's leave. This place sucked.
it would be a mystery if I just gave you the answers.
I don't like mysteries. Mysteries are mean. I suck at figuring it out.
You never even made it past the entrance exam for the mystery crew.
No. Yeah, and I never even figured out who was the actual ghost in Scooby-Doo.
It was,
It was
Old
Mr.
Man Jenkins, wasn't
Yeah.
Well, I figured that out at the
exactly.
end when they told me, but I couldn't figure it out myself.
Are we aware that Rotaris has a map?
it? Yeah, you can see the paper in his hand, and he's clearly drawn something on it. Or at least there's been writing added.
What do you have?
It looks like a map.
Do you recognize the area?
Do I recognize the area?
No.
I do not recognize the area.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like this road or anything.
Looks
There's
like
no-
nothing you've traveled to yet.
I think maybe I probably haven't. Maybe
That's true. Has he seen it before?
from a nomadic tribe that travels a lot, anyways,
You
and that's
have
one of
a
my
far
features.
traveler, and you have the
Yeah.
nomadic.
Yeah, tribal nomad outlander.
What does it like have a role associated with it, or a certain skill or something? If not, we can try nature as you're
There's-
trying to recall the landmarks or history.
I had something that
But it's
made me where I was
Yeah.
actually able to recall, like,
Basically, you're relying on a knowledge check. So
I can see it if I can. Yeah, a year from now, we're still playing this particular campaign. Where we're getting into the big climactic battle, and then someone will wake up back in the goddamn tower at level 1 again.
actually, idea.
So I can roll a nature check to see.
I have excellent memory of maps and geography, and I can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around me. In addition, I can find food. Well, the rest of it's just being able to basically supply
I
for
have
everybody.
none of that.
Well, you can still try a nature check
Okay.
to recall certain landmarks, and Adam, you can do it at advantage.
I've barely ever been on my corner of the world, so I wouldn't know what the map is.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
What?
You got a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I got confused.
30-20.
Yeah. 23.
Okay, the two of you are examining this map, and
That looks like a tree.
initially it was hard to make out because someone wrote a word on the paper,
What a jerk.
but
Who the fuck did this?
near the point where he would have written the I in Bashir's name, there, looking very closely, you can see a small tower drawn on the map.
So, I mean, it shows where the tower is,
Yeah, but that doesn't really determine where
we do know that the tower is supposed to be close to the town of Iropo. So if we keep heading that direction, we might start recognizing other landmarks on this map and be able to get our bearings according to it.
There's trees around. You could maybe climb up into a tree to kind of get a better
Well,
overhead view. And
Where
stuff.
we camped, we were, what, like 7 days away from the
You
town?
had made 3 days travel before your adventure at the tower.
But we're still a ways away.
You'd
It's like
still
a
be
few
roughly
days
4
away.
days away from the town you're headed to.
Okay. I think our best bet is to keep going down the road, hopefully not run into any spooky mist, and see if we can still find this tower.
Okay.
I mean, the tower's the only place that's gonna have answers for us at this point.
That's about as good a.
But as soon as we find Bashir, I'm punching him in the throat. I don't know what the hell's going on with this shit, but I'm not happy.
Which actually has nothing to do with it. As soon as he sees it,
Fucking
it's like,
might.
oh, hey, great that you're finally here. And you just,
Hey guys, I made tea for you.
man, I was so worried. What, you hadn't shown up when you were supposed to. Keels over and
Well, I
pocket
guess
him a few
let's
times.
travel through this illusion now, right?
Reality is an illusion. I don't believe anything anymore.
I step cautiously.
That's gonna be my.
You fall into a pit.
That's gonna be my
Where's the
character's.
cautious enough?
My character's general thing now is that he doesn't believe anything real. Believes this is all an illusion.
Sounds like you're in the Shadowfell or something.
Fucking conspiracy theorist.
The world is lie, reality is illusion. Paco.
But yeah, if
You
you're all
should
ready
wait
to
for
head
the
out and
shadows. You could've
continue
gone
traveling, then
Shit!
what's up?
I told it.
I missed
You
it.
should have ran towards the shadows. You could have found a dog.
And out of Skull's memory, there was one dog-shaped looking shadow.
Are you just being a jerk and saying that now, or are you being legit?
No, I'll be legit.
Oh, that's even. so you are being a
So both.
I specifically told her, I think you're out of the room, that if you travel this area you're currently at, you could potentially find.
I didn't.
No, I was here.
I
Okay.
didn't think about it. I completely forgot.
You foolish fool.
Shit. As soon as you said shadows, I should have fucking ran towards them. I thought about it too, and I was like, no, I don't want to leave the party. I've already ran off a couple times.
I mean,
Harry would have understood if you came back with a shadow dog.
I would have been concerned, but also impressed.
Yeah, I would have thought it was me.
I would have been like, what? Huh? You know? Okay. Alright. That's fine. So yeah, I guess we gotta just keep going? Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skull already looks packed up, ready to go.
Is there
I
another
think that's the most
town?
excited person here.
Is there another town
Skull's
between
ready
like
to
here
get
and
out of this
Iapo?
place.
No, the between the previous town that some of you may have been and on your way to Ayako, the outpost was the only building
Okay.
for miles.
Okay.
Which is what, so I guess I didn't specify well enough because that's why I was trying to see if anyone wanted to stop and rest.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I guess we'll just go until nighttime and then set up camp.
Said I've grown hungry. I might run out and get something. Because I
So did you
ate
see
all
where this
day.
has a orc background?
What?
Like it has an orc character background.
Oh. No personality traits. I never relinquish my weapon.
It's
My
in the door.
Who needs a sword when you have a door?
Although if she got some of them out turned into a sword, it would be more effective in combat.
No.
Like I
It's
said,
clearly shown that it's more effective than any other weapon that we've used so far.
At least
It would
against
essentially give her a
undead.
higher damage roll.
like I said, she
But would,
use her.
would the runes that
that
are
kind of
carved in
strength.
it still have effect against undead?
If
That's
it's done-
the real question.
if it's done
Something
by
you
the
gotta
best.
spend time studying to figure out.
Well, it's not even that. It'd have to be done by like a pro fucking smith.
Like I said, you just need to use your mid strength and just roll it like a fucking frying pan, like strongmen do. Just turn it into like a
So
whenever you just roll the newspaper and stretch it out. You just like that. That'd be a club.
So yeah, we just gonna travel
Orc
and make
flaws.
camp?
I have a calm temperament and let insults roll off my back.
It's kind of a flaw for an orc. Like,
It's cool.
Why do I keep rolling this one?
Whatever.
Fuck.
You're making good points.
Fuck,
I
there's a
understand
whole
what you're
program.
saying, and I
Yeah,
value your
that's-
point.
Yeah, keep rolling it.
You know what? I could do better.
Sticks and
like
stones
the
may
only
break
time
my
rolling.
bones.
There's 100 different
Words will
options.
never hurt me. What's going on?
I was trying to roll a random sighting on the stage travel.
You okay?
So, four of you are all heading along the path, continuing your journey towards Ayapo. The only noticeable event to happen along your travels today was a herd of the Ankyosauruses passed roaming by. They seem to be very indigenous to this area,
Very.
Let's get them as now.
especially when Jacob keeps rolling the number for the Ankylosaurus on his random 100 different encounters.
This same encounter. Another one of this same encounter. One more of this same encounter.
Yeah. I can wait. Thank you, though. I'll just
Cool.
put it on my way home or something. I'll spare them on grandma.
Is it getting late in the day?
Yeah, after seeing all these
like 2 days
grouped
ago.
up together,
I haven't
you
had a chance
continue
to
travel
get
for a few more
down to the
hours,
fridge
and
yesterday.
it's starting to get late now. You can set up the camp again, or struggle through the night.
Yeah, we'll just set up camp again. I still have one more bundle of firewood from the tree that Skull punched apart.
Yeah. I'll start making a double wide lean-to for our big man. I thought I was start making a double wide lean-to for you.
Well, it's making you a tent.
10 out of sticks.
I dig a hole.
I say I'm not even gonna bother making anyone.
You learn quickly.
Man, I really want to get one of those ancient swords for a mount now. Bless you.
Bless you.
It'd be difficult to tame a creature that has a.
There seem to be a lot in this area. It is potentially possible. But they could get hostile.
That's why we separate.
Separate the young one.
Yeah,
Are there-
I don't mean like us all.
I know we're in the grasslands, but are there any other trees around?
The trees are spread out, but you can choose to stop.